As of December 19, 2024, the U.S. Congress is facing significant challenges in passing a spending bill to fund the federal government, with the current funding set to expire at midnight on Friday, December 20th. The situation has been complicated by internal disagreements and external pressures, increasing the likelihood of a government shutdown. Recent developments. A spending bill backed by President-elect Donald Trump was brought to the House floor, but failed with a vote of 174 to 235. Notably, 38 Republicans joined Democrats in opposing the bill. The proposal aimed to extend government funding until March and included provisions such as $100 billion in disaster relief and a suspension of the debt ceiling for 2 years. The failure of this bill has exposed deep divisions within the Republican Party and heightened the risk of a government shutdown.
The Democrats just voted to shut down the government, even though we had a clean CR, because they didn't want to give the president negotiating leverage during his first term, or during the first year of his new term. And number two, because they would rather shut down the government and fight for global censorship. They've asked for a shutdown, and I think that's exactly what they're going to get.
Influential individuals like Elon Musk and President-elect Trump have played roles in opposing certain spending proposals. Musk criticized the excessive government spending, rallying conservatives against the deal, while Trump and Vice President-elect Vance demanded that House Speaker Mike Johnson address the debt ceiling, further complicating negotiations. Potential consequences of a government shutdown. A government shutdown occurs when non-essential federal government offices close due to a lack of approved funding. This typically happens when Congress fails to pass the necessary appropriations bills or a continuing resolution to fund government operations by a specified deadline. During a shutdown, only services deemed essential, such as national security, law enforcement, and certain public health functions, continue to operate. Furloughs. Many federal employees are placed on unpaid leave, known as furloughs, during the shutdown. Delayed pay. Even essential workers who continue working may not receive paychecks until the shutdown ends. Contractors. Federal contractors often face delayed payments or outright cancellations of projects, which can result in lost wages and job insecurity. Delayed services. Routine functions, such as processing passport applications, IRS tax refunds, and federal loan approvals, are delayed or suspended. National parks and museums. Many federally managed parks, museums, and landmarks close, disrupting tourism and local economies. A loss of economic activity. A shutdown reduces government spending, which can lead to a slowdown in economic activity. Market uncertainty. Prolonged shutdowns can create uncertainty in financial markets, impacting investment and stock performance. GDP reduction. Extended shutdowns have been shown to reduce national GDP, as government operations constitute a significant part of the economy. Food assistance. Programs like SNAP, Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, may face delays in funding or disbursements. Health services. Public health initiatives, including medical research, disease control, and health care for veterans, can be disrupted. Public trust. Repeated shutdowns undermine public confidence in the government's ability to function effectively. Global perception. Shutdowns can damage the country's reputation internationally, as they may signal political dysfunction. The United States has experienced several significant shutdowns. For instance, 2013 shutdown lasted 16 days and centered on funding for the Affordable Care Act, affecting approximately 800,000 federal employees. 2018 to 2019 shutdown, the longest in U.S. history at 35 days, caused by disputes over border wall funding, impacting government workers, businesses, and travelers. A government shutdown disrupts federal operations, harms workers, delays services, and has ripple effects on the economy and public trust. While they are often the result of political gridlock, their consequences highlight the importance of collaboration and timely decision-making in government operations. Next steps. House Speaker Mike Johnson has indicated that Republicans will work on an alternative solution, but internal divisions and external pressures pose significant challenges. The coming days are critical as lawmakers strive to reach a consensus to maintain government operations.